Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Breaking It Down with April and Dana. It has been a minute since we've been on. Life gets busy. The holidays are upon us, vacations, kids in school, activities, everything's going on. But we did find the time to get together for another episode of Breaking It Down. Breaking It Down with April and Dana. My name is Dana Knowles, and I'm an inventor of the hanging shower caddy. I can't never get that straight because my camera's weird. Not only does it keep the shower curtain from blowing in, but it holds all your stuff behind the shower curtain. And April, what did you invent?
I invented the right height adjustable over the door hook that allows you to reach things at any age and level. So we're gonna get talking about prototypes today, which I love that we're showing these. You know, you show these before every video.
I want to real quick, April, hold your box back up again and show us your picture on the back. That is so cool.
Oh,
I wish all companies would do that. Oh, that is so awesome. I love it. My picture's not on mine yet. Maybe I'll have to call the company that licenses to. April and I license, just for anybody that's new, license both of our products through using the Invent Right 10-step program to licensing. So our products have been on the market about the same years, a couple years, I think 2 years, and we're collecting royalties, and that's what licensing is all about. But today we are going to talk about prototypes. You know, April, I get asked all the time about prototypes, and everybody, there seems to be this common denominator with inventors that they all think that they need to have this beautiful, polished, finished, factory-made prototypes before they pitch it to companies. And I'm here to say, you don't have to.
You don't. No.
There's a couple different ways you can do prototypes, but I am going to share with everybody my first prototype. So I got a piece of fabric, and I'm almost embarrassed to show this, right? But it's a prototype. Yeah. And a prototype, if you look up the definition of a prototype in the dictionary, it is an example or a model of something. So when I came up with the idea of the hanging shower caddy, which is really long, I got some fabric, mesh fabric. I put a couple grommets in it. Don't ask me why I have two. Don't know where I don't know. I even looked at it the other day. I'm like, why do I have two grommets on there? Oh, anyway, so I did. So if you see, the shower caddy is really long. And then in the bottom, I have two pockets. Now the bottom pocket was basically made to put a heavy bottle of something in there, you know, shampoo, and it would keep the shower curtain from blowing in. And then I put another pocket up there for something to hold stuff. And then my second prototype got a little bit fancier, put some nice green stuff around it, got some nice mesh, one grommet, and then it had 1, 2, 3, and 4 pockets. That was my prototype. This is basically what it was. Now, this was the prototype I showed the company.
Okay.
Well, it was very close to it. I think it changed a little bit. It had 2 straps on the top. And this is the end product. 2 straps on the top, grommet, and Velcro. So if you don't have shower hooks, you can just put it over your shower curtain rod. And then we designed it with even more pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pockets on the bottom. And this is actually the one that is selling on, on Amazon. We just hit, come on, where are you at? We just hit 400 5-star reviews. I think we're up to 425. So we're real thrilled about that. So anyway.
That's amazing.
So I just learned that, my prototype has to look somewhat like, work somewhat like. Once I licensed it to the company, they were the ones that made it all pretty and fancy and put their name on it and put the packaging and everything. So that's my experience with prototypes. April, what's yours is a little bit different than mine.
Yeah. I'll show you mine in just a second, but I'll say I've licensed products with having 3D, printed prototypes. I've licensed with prototypes we've made for less than like $20 by going to the local hardware store and piecing things together. And even virtual prototypes, so working on a deal right now where the virtual prototype was so great. They, the company thought it was real. And I'm like, I don't have a real prototype. So we got to work on that.
Explain real quick what a virtual prototype is.
Yeah. So it's a rendering. It's like it's a rendering of what it would look like. Right. So what's nice is even when we have that looks like prototype, sometimes if it's so rough, I will then have a virtual prototype made to say, this is what it would look like. This is what it could look like, right? It's going to change. We're going to like Jana just showed how hers changed a bit. It usually changes, but to get to have a nice, I'm going to say fancier, right, image of what it could look like is why we do virtual prototypes as well. So with Right Height, I had a 3D printed prototype made. And the reason I needed that is I didn't think for this product, just a virtual prototype would be enough. I wanted to show the motion of the adjusting going down to show it'd be easy to adjust, all those kinds of things. So this is mine. It's 3D printed. I had it printed in different pieces. Oh, this comes off. And the reason is I was thinking, okay, they're going to want it to be together in a package for shelf space. So when we can think ahead like that, that's always, helpful. And then if you could see that my hooks were like this side, right? So then my first version that the company made, well, here it is, did have the same hooks like this. And then we changed it, but I had knobs, and then we did us push pin sides. So that changed. And then the end hook, and I don't have what's in my bathroom right now over there. The end ones, I don't know if you can see it, are more of a straight hook.
Yeah, kind of like angled.
Yeah. So there was a few iterations of it, and actually the first one that the company made, Richard's Maids, actually did have the knob on it, and then we went to the push pin, and then we changed the hook. So it definitely evolved, but a prototype really just needs to get the idea. It needs to looks like, works like, show it in a video. If it's good enough, put it on a sell sheet. If not, have something a little nicer sketched up or rendered for a sell sheet and use it like that. But you do not have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for a virtual prototype. I've made a lot of toys and games with cardboard and different things, and then had a nice sell sheet looking like, oh, this is what the logo could look like. This is what it could really look like. But this is how it works, whether it's a housewares product or a game or a toy.
Now, let me ask you, I'm very fortunate. To make my shower caddy, I'm a seamstress. So I was able to buy the fabrics. I was able to do all of that myself. Who did your 3D? I'm sure, do you have a 3D printer in your?
No, I don't. I wish I could.
I
wish I could. A friend of mine that I met at an inventor group in Kansas City, Blake Hodgkinson, he did the 3D printing of the hook. And he also did, I knew what I wanted, and he did the CAD drawings for it and then printed it. So he did a fantastic job. So, there's people that you can find to do that thing if you don't have the time or you don't want to learn the skills. But sometimes I'll hire out a prototype, but I would say more than often, or the most of the time, I'll do it here at home myself whenever possible.
I was in the process of making a kitchen, something in the kitchen, and I needed some things welded or soldered together. And I went up, we have a tech school here. And I went up to the local tech school, and I talked to the school, and I talked to the instructor, and I said, hey, I didn't tell him what it was. I just said, I need these things soldered, welded, something together. And they're like, oh yeah, we can do it. And what they ended up doing is one of the students did it for a grade.
Oh, fantastic. That's a great idea.
And I know my son had went to the Pittsburgh Art Institute. Just for anybody who's in a bigger city who has an art institute, they do, or did, I'm not sure, but it's worth a shot, is to go to your local art institute and ask them. And when I say art institute, they're doing all kinds of things. They're just not doing drawings, so that's another option too, if somebody needs a prototype. And, we as small product developers don't have the means to find manufacturers. And so many times when we do reach out to manufacturers, they want like a minimum order of,
Sure. Yeah.
500 of these things. It's like, I only need one.
Right.
I
Right.
only need one. Yeah. So anyway, it's just a couple of tips and tricks on, on how to do prototypes. And, we're all about saving you time and money and giving you some other options of ways that you can do something. So I certainly hope that this was helpful. I know that we enjoy doing these. And is there anything else you want to add?
I think you've covered it. Thank you.
All
We'll see you guys
righty.
soon.
Okay. Okay. Well, thanks a lot for joining us.
Bye.